Y'all may want to hang around for this one. It's sure to blow your mind. We're going to talk about this dragon right here, China. I'm going to zoom in, and we're going to go into the eye, and we're going to see what we can find, because there are people living in it. This is why China is so big on dragons. This is where it all came from, folks. This is from Google Earth. As you can see, you can check it out. The coordinates are posted on below the picture here. After we get done, go check it out yourself. I want you to go look for these things I'm going to show you. So let's zoom in. You see that around the bottom of the eye and going all the way around the top, the little ribbon, the skirt. We're going to focus on that for a second. I'm going to show you what that is. There we go. Take a look at biology. These are veins connecting to tear ducts. They make your eye water, make your eyes cry. There's a tear duct all the way around this dragon's eye, just like we have in ours. And these little spider veins and these splintered canals right here, these are all veins. I'll move up a little bit. It's actually marked Boston Town. So this is literally in the eye of the dragon in China. Wowzers. You see that? That's that squiggy little vein that you see in your eye that kind of snakes around. And then, displays out. This is where all the blood flow comes in. The tear ducts and all the biology of the inside of the eye. I'm not the first one to find this. This credit goes to Roger Spur at Mud Fossil University. But this is about as far as he goes with it. The rest I'm going to show you are my findings, and they are bizarre. Let's take a look. When you go to Google Earth to check this out, I want you to go to the corner of the eye. And down here, you'll see a structure. Zoom in, zoom in, zoom in. You'll see a structure with these green roofs. Take a look at that image to the right of it. It could be just a coincidence. It looks like a boar's head or some type of monster's head. But you have to believe in coincidences, and a whole lot of them, in order to just pass that up. Let's keep going. Further in the corner of the eye, magnified, there's this. Now, whether those are walls around the center, or whether it's a depression and the center is raised, I think it's going to be raised walls of something. But yeah, that's really weird. What could that be? Because it matches completely with the landscape around it. If it's a roof, it matches the contour and everything of the landscape. So that's not natural. What do you think that could be? Here's something else. I know it's blurry. I tried to zoom in as close as I could. But this structure is underneath the ground. So it's not visible just with your naked eye. You have to zoom in and magnify here. It's kind of, I think, to the left of the eye. It's in the vicinity. I forgot where, but there's the coordinates. But look at this thing. In the center of it, there's a letter. It's N, like a lightning bolt. And at the top, these two parallel antennae come out perfectly straight. The little lobe at the top of them. And of course, the body of it, that's something artificial. It could be an organism, but it looks artificial, implanted in the ground there. Maybe inside the eye. I gotta remember where I saw it. But you can find it if you look. There's also a, looks like an airplane, a very large, huge, giant, humongous Titan size aircraft with a long tail and wing going across it in a cross pattern. That's right next to this thing. There are these lines all around inside of it that are just kind of hard to figure out. Whether they have breaks in them, zigzag like this. Find that interesting. This one's pretty spectacular. I don't know what to make of it. Top part of it kind of looks like a insect or critter, but it's just bizarre. It's in the middle of nowhere. And here's another shot. See these lines? You can follow those lines up and they just go into bizarre places, and you know, you have to see for yourself here. And here's another one. Look closely at that figure. Looks like it's wearing a hat. See the eyes and the little stick body, and some type of facility there. But you know, that's a large drawing or whatever it is. I'm not sure, but just thought I'd point that out. Okay, now we're gonna get bizarre. Let's go to Greenland. Greenland is full of wonders and mysterious things and creatures. You can see the eye really clearly on the right-hand side there. And I mean, just look at the contour and the texture of all this stuff. Okay, now we get the bizarre. So check it out. Look closely at this image. What does that look like? You see the head, looks like the horns, you know, like a elk, but massive. Look at the body. Greenland. And there's this structure. Coordinates are there. I do not know what that is, but there's no straight lines in nature. That is a structure. That is a body, I believe. Maybe a rib cage. I don't know. Weird. Okay, here's a bizarro. This is in one of the lakes in the black. From a distance, it looks like a little boat, but it's not. It'd be an ice floe. But you got to look at the figurines here, the humanoid-looking things. I'm going to show you another one. This is just going to be far out. Here. This is this big thing. It looks like these two people, these two characters right here. You see how one's stepping up and the other one, I'm going to zoom in and you're going to see, but they're standing on a giant dragon head, which I'll show you, but you just have to see it for yourself. Let me show you a blow up of it. Okay, again, this is Greenland. These things are like everywhere, and it's like really bizarre. I mean, these are like humanoid. These are like people. You know, I know it's probably not, but just saying, I'm pointing it out. There's too many coincidences. Oh, let me show you the dragon. Okay, so here it is. This is the head. It ends right there. And let's get another view of the whole body and the spine, the back of it, and the under the snow picture here. Like right here it is. Greenland. Now we're gonna go zoom in on that head. Yeah. That's crazy. Again, in that same body of water, look at it closely. You gotta stare at it for a minute to see it. See the nose sticking out at the top, and the eye, the mouth. It's just bizarre. Okay. So, this is weird. Greenland again. There's all kind of stuff in Greenland. I'm probably going to have to do a part 2 because I haven't even touched the surface of how many things are out here. They say that Greenland is the mother, is the mother of the earth, and that goes back to Tiamat, the Mesopotamian tale of Tiamat, which was the queen, evil bitch dragon of all that became the earth. But it's just a tale, right? Okay, so this is Greenland. This is off the coast. I had made a video of this earlier, but look at the head. There's a goatee, okay? If you come on back a little ways, you see that little, that big triangle with a shadow. His eye is right above it, so you can get an outline of what the head looks like and what this, see the nostrils and the eye, the goatee, and the little paddles where he was made for swimming. So they're perfect symmetry. Yeah, that's a dragon, and I'll show you his head. Okay, so it's pointed up, but yeah, see the mouth. And then there's this. There's something next to it. This looks like a figure wearing a bandana. I mean, this is what it looks like, but there's no doubt that it resembles something humanoid. There's other things here on top of it. You can probably stare at it for hours and come up with all kind of stuff. But what a coinkydink. Check this one out. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, possibly 6 different dragons. Greenland. I'll end this video with this one. It's pretty much self-explanatory. It looks like a zygote, embryo, or something. It's clearly defined. This is Greenland. Underneath him is a structure. It looks like a rib cage, but I can't be for certain. But these are bizarre, you have to admit. Now go check them out. See what you think. Stay tuned for part 2.